Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, Bob Arum, excuse me. I said Bob Crawford. Doubled down on his comments he made about Terence Crawford and said some. So let's talk about it. That subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. Shout out to Boxing Scenes contributor Dan Rayfield for getting the interview. So they not stealing nobody interview. Somebody said that Boxing Scene suck. Now, that's not my opinion. It's like the National Enquirer where they snatch everybody else's interviews and put it on their site. But he basically said that, he kind of talked about what led up to him ripping Crawford. He said he sent his lawyer sent some paperwork to them saying, they was unhappy with their situation. And he says he mad at Bomac because he believed Bomac leaked the information, not Crawford. So basically with them making it public, he said he washed his hand with it. He sent it over to his stepson, Todd DeBuff. So he said he no longer messing with Terence Crawford. He said it's too stressful, all right? And basically what was said was, he tired of losing money on Terence Crawford. He can buy a house in Beverly Hills for all the money he lost on Terence Crawford, and he ripped Crawford. And in my opinion, okay, get it off your chest. My whole thing about it is you didn't rip Lomachenko. That's my thing. You didn't rip Lomachenko, and you lost a lot of money fucking with Lomachenko. It's to the point where you sent Lomachenko over to the UK to fight to fight Luke Campbell because financially you was losing too much money with him. How many times do you see Bob Arum send his fighters over somewhere? He didn't even want to send Jesse Vargas to the UK to fight Kell Brook for the cheap. So, that is what it is. And Eddie Hearn said he lost money messing with Lomachenko. My issue here is the inconsistency with Bob Arum and fighters. He ripped Teofimo Lopez. He ripped Terence Crawford, but he won't rip Lomachenko. But, to continue on, I think you just being honest. Old people are going to be brutally honest. And if you want to let him go, let him walk. Crawford responded and said, if I ain't worth this, let me walk. Let's not, just release me. Then he turned around and said, I can't say that because Bob has done a lot for me in my career. He's done everything to try to make this fight, so I can't really knock him. So Crawford kind of retracted his statement in response to what he said. So, he also said that he promised to get Crawford $1 million out of his own pocket if he didn't send Errol Spence an offer to fight. And what Bob is dealing with is somebody like Al Heyman who hold on to shit like a female. Well, Al Heyman, and rightfully so in this situation, Bob Arum got him kicked off of HBO. And basically he's mad. Al is mad at Bob Arum simply because a situation that they had where he got him kicked off of HBO. So he sent the offer to Errol Spence. Errol Spence, a rumor on the street is Errol Spence won $20 million guaranteed just to fight Terence Crawford. So Bob Arum was just getting a taste of his own medicine. Bob Arum wasn't trying to make none of no fights with Al Heyman while he was on HBO. And now Al Heyman has returned the favor by starving out his top black fighter. And eventually his top black fighter is probably going to come over to PBC. And Bob Arum is going to lose. And unfortunately, that's just the way it got to be. Al Heyman playing for keeps after getting stung by Bob, getting stung by Eddie Hearn, stung by Frank Warren. He not messing with none of that bull jive no more. He doing it his way. So basically, I heard Crawford talk to Al, and basically, he probably gonna find a buyer, do a buyout. Which, if you losing money on him, release me. But the whole thing is Crawford can fight his contract out there. They not gonna make the Errol Spence fight right now, at all. He ain't gonna make more money than he made over at PBC. Only way he should leave for PBC early if they give him that fight in writing. Say it gotta happen after the pandemic. So he better wait and see. Because what if Danny Garcia win? Would Danny Garcia be willing to fight him if he crossed the street? Who knows? But basically he said he mad at Bomac for leaking. He said he offered Crawford $1 million if he didn't make that fight. If he didn't offer Errol Spence. And that's deep. He just dealing with somebody like Al Heyman who very emotional, who ain't gonna forget how he done him, who ain't got boxing best interest at hand. Even if he didn't make the fight, why ain't Errol Spence and Keith Thurman for it? Why take Errol Spence so long to get Sean Porter? Why take Errol Spence so long to get Danny Garcia? Why Sean Porter can defend his title versus Keith Thurman once he first got the IBF? Al Heyman he don't know shit about boxing. His brother boxing fought Sugar Ray Leonard early in Leonard career, but he don't know nothing about boxing. And that's unfortunate because he don't want to move in boxing's best interest. But he went on to say some more shit too. He was kind of very vocal in his interview. And he basically put Bomac out there and said it was Bomac playing. It was Bomac dude that's leaking stuff and doing this, doing that. And he said it took them a long time to sign the Kell Brook contract. He said he wanted them to sign the Kell Brook contract so they could promote it on the Lopez and Lomachenko telecast. And he said it took Crawford too long to sign the contract, so they couldn't promote it. So Crawford was refusing to sign the Kell Brook contract. And he signed it late so they could promote it on the telecast. He said he's just done fucking with Crawford. He said he's too difficult. Said his team is basically, I'm going to just put words in his mouth, unloyal or disloyal, excuse me, So he just can't, he's just tired of dealing with him. His hands is washed. So, I mean, it ain't all Crawford's fault. He said he wasn't mad that they sent the lawyer. He said, okay. He was mad that they leaked it to the press. And he said, he think Bomac leaked it to the press. My whole synopsis about the situation is it is what it is. I think Bob did everything in his power to make that fight happen. Where Errol Spence just don't want to fight. I think everybody know that. Even his hardcore fanboys and fangirl. Deep in their heart, he don't want to fight. And, to be honest, I wish him the best fighting Danny Garcia. I hope he beat Danny Garcia, to be honest. And I hope he go on and have a fruitful career. Hope his injuries don't hurt him. I'm just washing my hands of the situation either. Me and Tom Business and a few other people that I talked behind the scene, we knew this fight wasn't going to happen. And for Terence Crawford, he in a very lucrative situation where he get more money than any fighter in the welterweight division for regular TV fights. He had the biggest guarantee on pay-per-view of any welterweight. $5.5 million guaranteed on this Amir Khan pay-per-view. That was more than Mike and Earl got combined. That's it. What they got combined is what Amir Khan got, $5 million. And basically Crawford, they using tactics, his team using tactics to try to get free. I don't know why they didn't sign the fight. That's for him to tell. Why they refused to sign that contract to fight Kell Brook. Maybe they wanted better options. Wasn't better options out there. Sean Porter ain't gonna want to fight. I don't know what else he would have did. He's just in a situation where, if this was 20, 30 years ago, he would get the fight. These dudes are just scared to make fights. Everybody want to play for keeps. Everybody want to be the big dude, a big dog. Everybody want to be the Hukahana, right? They want to be top dog. But my whole thing of the situation is Bob being brutally honest on the situation. Like Dana White said, you supposed to promote. You supposed to abide by the contract and find a way to promote. Well, you need to promote yourself like Lopez and like Shakur Stevenson. At the end of the day, it's your job to promote. It's your job to market. It's your job to give him PR classes. It's your job to teach him how to market itself. It's your job. And they hired this man, I forget his name, to try to, how can I say, to try to market black fighters to the black community and to the world. This shit ain't working. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is they need to work on the buyout. If you losing money on him, well, shit, release him. My whole thing, if Crawford get released, if he get released, is it a guarantee when you go across the street that they're going to make that fight happen and make it worth your while? Or are they going to have a good fight? You're going to fuck around and turn a fight for $2 or $3 million to fight Lopez. He got like $4.5, $5 million to fight Kell Brook. He getting really good money. In the pandemic, he almost made $5 on regular TV. He made what Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez both damn near made. That's fucking crazy. So Bob getting him paid. They paid him to stay with the company. And would it be in our best interest to split the revenue with Top Rank? I mean, if you don't think the fight gonna sell, y'all both could lose money instead of losing together, but it ain't no guarantee you get over there if you don't get Errol Spence in the contract and they tell 70-30, take it or leave it. Come on. And then you say, oh, fuck it, I'll just retire. Oh, he took Errol Spence. And a lot got to happen. Errol Spence got to win. And the best time to do the fight is next because Errol Spence don't have a mandatory. But what if Errol Spence don't look good doing it? What if he get hurt? What if he crash his car and get into another accident? Shit can change. Lipias and Qdoba, obviously that fight ain't going to happen because Lipias and Custio Clayton had a draw. So a lot got to fall into place for Crawford when he crossed the street. So, my whole thing about it is that they go about it wrong. They did what they had to do. And ain't no telling what they told Crawford behind the scenes. And, they got to get a chance to tell the story. But boxing is just on some whack stuff. Instead of making the best fights that you and I want to see and everybody want to see, they don't want to do it. Ain't no guarantee he walk over there, he get more money. He going to get less money going over there. At the end of the day, I'll let them boys do what they want to do. If Sean Porter want to duck the division, he can duck the division. Not saying that Sean did it. If Danny want to duck the division, he can duck the division. If Errol want to duck the division, come on, ask yourself, why didn't Earl and Keith already fight? Come on, Al Heyman, Keith Thurman's one of his favorites. So, that's just how it's boiling down, man. So, let me know what you guys think, man, about the situation. The article on Boxing Scene is a fresh interview from Dan Rayfield, the real deal Holyfield. Not taking it from somebody in this guy. But don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video quest. Keep sharing the videos. Want to reach out for the channel? Best way to donate is Cash App, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Cash App in the description. You want to reach out Twitter? It's the fast way. Facebook and Instagram. Also got a Facebook group. That link's in the description. Follow me on Sportscastr for all my live streams. Can't go live on this channel, so when I do live, check out Sportscastr. The link's in the description. The comment, create a profile is free. Then follow me over there. Follow me on Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0. Appreciate the love and support. We gone.
Belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking at him. No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.